Assistant Professor, Department of Management Studies. So now I'm going to teach you the subject of operational research. Today we start with the introduction. So we start with the objectives. After going through this unit, you should be able to understand the operational research concept, define the term of growth of scientific techniques, know the methods and process of operational research, and also understand the basics of operational research, explain the objectives and the scope and advantages of operational research. So we start with the introduction. Operational research is a scientific study of operations for the purpose of making better decisions. In operational research, it is used for the scientific study operations, so we can make the better decisions for the future or for the business always. What is operational research, OR? Operational research can be considered as being the application of scientific method by interdisciplinary teams to solve problems involving the control of organisms so as to provide solutions with best to serve the purposes of the organization as a whole. In operational research, this is a scientific study, and the purpose is to study to make the better decisions in scientific field or in many interdisciplinary teams to solve the problems and to control the organized system in the organization so as to provide solutions which best serve the purpose of the organization as a whole. Development of OR, where the development starts from the OR, where the OR starts from the development in military content during the World War II, pioneered by the British scientists, and it is developed by the military content and during the World War II and pioneered by the British scientists. Research on military operations. US military managed was motivated by the development of new flight patterns, how we can develop the flight pattern, planning sea mining, effective utilization of electronic equipment, how we can effectively utilization of our electronic equipment. Similar operations in Canada and France. These are similar operations worked in also Canada and France. Till 50s use of OR confirmed to military purposes. OR in industry. How OR helped or worked in industry. After World War II, success attracted industrial managers to solve complex managerial problems. This is the OR how we can important or how it is worked in industry. After the World War II, we discussed about the success attracted industrial managers to solve the complex problems. Sometimes they are in business, there are many complex problems arises in the business. So we have to resolve or we have to solve them all the problems with the managerial complex managerial problems. So we have to use the OR to solve these all complex problems. In 1950, OR began to develop an industrial field in USA. In 1953, Operation Research Society of America was formed. In 1957, International Federation of Operational Research Society. Now come to the nature of OR, operational research, that is the characteristics. It is an interdisciplinary team approach. This is an interdisciplinary team approach. When interdisciplinary team approach is, as we can say that it can never be separate from our business, can never be separate from our team approach, because when we take any decision regarding the organization or regarding any industry or and have to solve some many complex problems. So this is the best and major part of the any team approach. System approach, helpful in improving the quality of solution. It is very helpful. Helpful in improving the quality of solution. It is very helpful in improving the quality of solution. In scientific method, it is also used in used by the scientist, and it is very scientific method There is a goal-oriented optimum utilization. Here is some goal and objective of the organization. With the OR, we can achieve the goal and we can also attain our goal from the organization. Use of models. There are some models we can use and we can resolve our problems scientifically. Require willing executive. There are some type of willing executives because they also willing to solve, they also willing to do the task themselves, reduce complexities by use of computers. There are some complexities in the organization, so now we have to reduce these complexities by use of computers. There is some methodology in the OR. Problem formulation, constructing a mathematical model, deriving solutions from the model. First of all, we have to problem formulation. We have to find out where the problem is being arises. After that, we have to construct some model to reduce or to solve these problems. Deriving solutions from the models. After that, we have to we have to find out the solution from these models and testing the models. After firstly, we have after that, maintaining the models, we have to test the model and establishing control over with the solution. And we have to maintain the control with over the solutions. And after that, we have to implement the solution. Which solution we have to find out with the help of OR. At the last step, we have to implement the solution. Methodology of OR, formulating the problem. The first step is to formulating the problem. We have to resolve, we have to find out where the problem is. After that, constructing a model. On the basis of that problems, we have to construct a model and deriving the solution, analytical method, heuristic method, simulation method, testing the validity. We have to testing the validity and also implementing the solution, then modifying the model. Now come to the operational research approach. Information needs facts, opinion, and symptoms of the problem. First of all, we have to define the problem. Here we have to define the problem. In defining the problem, we have to know the facts, opinion, and symptoms of the problem. Where the problem is going to arise. After that, to determine the factor affecting the problem. Which factors are affecting the problem, we have to determine after in the second step, the variables, constraint, and assumptions. In the technical, financial, and economic information from all sources, we have to collect the technical, financial, and economic information from all of the sources. After that, develop objective and alternative solutions. The third step is to develop objectives and alternative solutions to find out the solutions and how we can solve and how we can resolve the problems which are arising in the organization. There is some maximize or minimize of some functions. After that, we have to analyze alternatives and deriving optimum solution. After making the develop the objectives and alternative solutions, we have to analyze that alternative which we choose for the organization and deriving the optimum solutions from on the basis of these and give detailed information on these factors. After that, determination of validity, recommendation, control, and implementation of these solutions which we find out with the help of. So computer service may be used in all these tasks. Here maybe computer services may be used. So operational research models classification, it is based on structure. First of all, it is based on structure and the structure first point in structure is physical models. These models gives a physical appearance to a real object in reduced or scaled up form. These models give a physical appearance of a real object in reduced or scaled up form. These are further divided into two categories. First is iconic model and the second one is analog model. The iconic model is the physical and the pictorial representation of the various aspects of the system. For example, the blueprints, globe and templates, etc. And analog model, these models represent a system by a set of properties different from the original system. For example, a network of water pipes to show flow of current in electrical network, level indicator in the automobile petrol tank. So these are the examples of physical models. Symbolic models. These models use symbols either in the form of letters or in arithmetical operators to represent the properties of the system. These are further classified into two types, verbal model and the mathematical model. First is verbal model. These models used to describe the situation in written and spoken language in form of letters, words and symbols. In symbols model, we have to describe the situation in written form or in spoken language or in the form of letters, words and symbols. Example, different equations representing a dynamic system. And mathematical models, the decision variables of the system under consideration are represented by mathematical equation or in equation. For example, linear programming model to decide product mix problem in manufacturing. The second model is based on purpose and nature. The based on purpose, first is descriptive models. These models use survey, questionnaire result, inference of observation to describe the situation. For example, plant layout diagram, block diagram of an algorithm. Predictive model, these models are the result of the query. What will follow if this occur or does not occur? In predictive models, when we predict something in something for the future, it will be happen or it will not be happen. And the third is normative model or optimization model. These models are designed to provide optimal solutions of the problem subject to be certain limitation or constant use of resources. In descriptive model, we have to find out, we have to always survey on in very detailed manner, in very descriptive manner. When we used to survey and when we used to solve the problem, and we have to find the solution in very descriptive manner, when going to the depth of the problem and find out the result from the basis of survey and questionnaire result. In normative model and in optimization model, we have to select the facts and figures of the model. We have to find the solution of them. Operation research model classification on the basis of certainty. Deterministic model and probabilistic model. Deterministic if all the parameters of decision variable constant and their functional relationship are known with the certainty, then the model is said to be deterministic. For example, games with the saddle point. And probabilistic, this is the model is in which at least one of the decision variable or parameter is random in nature. For example, swing model, games without saddle point. So these are all the probabilistic. Based on the time reference, static models, these models represent a system at a specified time which do not account for change over the certain period of time. For example, replacement of machines when money value is not changing with time. In static model is like that which is fixed in nature, which is not dynamic and which is not flexible in nature. It is just fixed in nature. These models present a system at a specified time which do not account for changes over a period of time, and this type of model can never be changed with the over a period of time, and the replacement of machines when money value is not changing with the time. In dynamic model, time is considered as one of the variable, and impact of changes generated by its time is accounted while selecting optimal course of action. For example, replacement models where money value changes with the time changes. The next model is based on the solution. Analytical model, interactive and heuristic, and simulation model. And the analytical model, these have a specific mathematical structure and can be solved by analytical and mathematical techniques. Under this model, this have a specific mathematical structure and it can be solved by analytical and mathematical technique. For example, any optimization model such as inventory model, waiting lines, etc. And iterative and heuristic model. In these models, solution is obtained from the conclusion of previous steps. In this model, we can find out the solution on the base of or from the conclusion of the previous step, same as the simplex method of the LPP. The simplex method, as we read from read in this operation research. Simulation model, a computer-assisted mathematical representation of real-life problem under the certain assumptions. For example, the Monte Carlo simulation, use of random number and forecasting models. So this is all about the models and classification of the operation research. It is clear to all?
Ma'am, please show the slides once more. We will read it. If we have any query, we will ask to you.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so now we start with the objectives of operational research. The first objective to decision making and improves its quality. Firstly, we have to make a decision on the basis of solutions which we decide as an alternative A and alternative B, and we have to improve its quality. The second point is identify optimum solution. There are many problems occur in the organization or occur in the industry, also occur in some other fields. So we have to identify the optimum solution for that problems which are occurring there, and integrating the system to improve the objectivity of analysis. We have to improve the objectivity after analysis. The all the part of the organization, as we can say industry, also minimize the cost and maximize the profit. So in our every field, there is a first and foremost function is to minimize the cost and maximize the profit of the organization, improve the productivity. We always have to improve the productivity, enhance the motivation in the employees also, so so that they can work very efficiently and effective manner. And with this, the organization is also go through the success and growth and development, success in competition and market leadership. There is success in competition and market leadership if we improve the productivity in the organization, and we have to control the cost and always maximize the profit. It will also lead the industry or the organization to the competition. Now come to the scope of operational research. The first scope is the education and training. In operational research, firstly we have to give education and training regarding the operational research, transport and communication. We have to give facility to transport and communication to the employees also. National plans and budget. Whenever we have to plan the national plans and budget for the country and for the whole nation. So the OR is helpful in that case. Healthcare services and national health programs, government development and the public sector units. So there is operational research, the scope of operational research in all these fields, industrial establishment and private sector unit, in national defense services, research and development in engineering, public works department. So these are all the departments where the operational research is very important and very useful for the to solve the problems and to find out the solutions, the problems which are identifying in the organization. There are some significance and advantages of OR. to provide a tool of scientific analysis to provide a solution for various business problems. It has provided many solutions to the business problem, and where we can overcome the problems in the organization, enables proper deployment of resources. Deployment is the whenever we have to proper utilization of the resources in the organization, helpful in minimizing wasting and servicing cost. Sometimes we have to wasting or to waiting um, for the raw material and servicing costs, enable the management to decide when to buy and how much to buy. Uh, with the operation research, it is also helpful to decide or to enable the management when to buy and how much to buy the resources, assist in choosing the optimum strategy. This will also help, or this will also assist to choosing the optimum strategy. Renders great help in optimum resource allocation. It will also render to great help in the how we can use the optimum utilization of the resources. Facilitates the process of decision making. We have to facilitate the process of decision making whenever we take the decision regarding the organization. So it will be always beneficial for the organization as well as employee also. Management can know the reactions of integrated business system. After that, after taking the decision, the management can also the reaction of the integrated business system. It will also not a help in preparation of future manager. Operational research process. The process is start from identification of program problem. Firstly, we have to identify the program problem, where the problem it may be occur, and from where the problem it occur. Identification of possible reasons and solutions. We have to find out we have to identify the possible reasons and solutions. Testing of potential solutions, result utilization, and result dissemination. So we start with the very first problem, identification of the program problem, the most critical steps in the process, and the first and this is the very first and foremost step in the process to analyze the problem, to find out the problem, to define the problem is clearly. Unless problem is clear defined, it is impossible to develop good solution. Identification of possible reasons and solution. Once the problem has been identified, it is the job of program implementer and researcher to determine the reasons for the problem and generate the problem possible solution. The second step is to after the identification of the problem in program, we have to find out the reasons and solution, because why it is occur and why it is generated, why these problems are occurred. So once the problem has been identified, it is the job of the program implementer and the researcher to determine the reason for the problem, why it should be occurred, and generate the possible solutions. Testing of potential solutions. A good solution must be measurable, easy to implement, and sustainable. To determine effectiveness of proposed solution, two designs are used. There are two designs are used. The quasi-experimental design. In quasi-experimental design, there are the comparison of situation before and after the solution. In quasi-experimental design, there are some we can do comparison of situation before and after the solution. Before we finding the solution, the nature of problem, what is the nature of the problem, and after determining and after finding the solution of the problem, what is the nature and what is the solution and nature of the problem. After quasi experimental design, we have to do experiment. There is a comparison of outcome between experimental and control groups. Point number 4 is result utilization. It is necessary to decide how its results are meant to be used. After the finding the solution and finding the alternative, we have to utilize the results in a best manner, and we have to decide how its results are meant to be used. This determines some extent that what information should be collected. Result dissemination are done in the form of seminars or by meetings with the decision makers. The result dissemination, firstly we have to discuss with the decision makers, and after that result dissemination are done in the form of seminars or by the meeting. The process of operational research, firstly we have to identify the problem. After that, identify the possible reason why the problem occurs, and after the reason, after the find out the reason, the third step is to find out the solution. What was the solution to overcome from all these problems? After that, research protocol to test solution. What were the research protocol? How we can test or how we can implement these solutions, conduct research, action the findings of research. After that, uh, uh, we have to take some actions on that research findings. After that, disseminate research, monitor changes in the revised program. After that action, after taking the action, we have to disseminate the result. We have to collect the result in meetings and by seminars. And if there is some problems occur, and if it may be, sometimes it may be okay, and sometimes it may be problem occur after the implementation of the new results, we have to monitor and changes the revised program, and that consider further way to improving the problems which are occur in the organization. So there are some limitations of operational research. The inherent limitations concerning mathematical expression. High costs are involved in use of OR techniques. In this technique, there is high cost is involved. OR does not take into consideration and intangible factors. OR is only a tool of analysis and not the complete decision-making process. Other limitation, the bias, inadequate objective functions, internal resistance, competence, reliability of the prepared solutions. And now we have come to the conclusion of the operational research. Operational research need to be integrated as an essential part of monitoring and evaluation efforts in the public health. Thus, the concept of more could become a new paradigm for enhancing the practice and integrated monitoring the evaluation dimensions as one common component into the program management system. So this is all about the OR. Thank you. Is it clear to all?